Very good evening, guys. We are back, and we are here for more punishment, it seems like. But hopefully not. We are at a very loud Geneva airport. It's an EasyJet taxi in the background. But we're back in the 787. Glutton for punishment, but there's been a new update. So the Avionics Part 2 update was released today, and I'm assured that it's behaving itself better than what it was previously. So let's see what happens. We're on the ground in Geneva. We're in the Boeing 787. It's standard if you've got the Deluxe flight sim model. This is a beta update through working title, and I'm hoping that it'll be pretty good. That really noisy EasyJet in the background, but we're getting ourselves boarded. You can see passengers are coming on. And the sun's setting here in Geneva, nice evening, so we'll get ourselves set up. We've got a little bit of air traffic control as well, I think, so we will see where we get to in this. It can't be any worse than last time where we absolutely stacked it into the runway. So, we'll get the APU started, get the iris lined up, these stay on. Hydraulics, let's move to auto. Basically, you just want to turn everything on here. Left back, right back. I want to close emergency lights. That's all good. So we are expecting tonight to head out from runway 04, which we'll have a look on Navigraph for. Just get Navigraph up. So we're at stand 4, which is here, and we're expecting runway 04, so it's not a long taxi up, which is quite nice. What I'm conscious of is I haven't given you guys a route in the top of the bar to have a little look at and see how far along we get. So yeah, pretty excited for this. Who knows what'll happen. Last time we did this, hey Frantic, last time we did this update, we didn't get very far if you've seen the other video that I did, so hopefully this will get further. Are we doing well, Frantic? Welcome to the stream, mate. We're just testing out the new beta. So let's get into the FMC position in it. So we're at LSGG Geneva. We've already got the GPSs all lining up. So our route, LSGG. And we're going to Echo Golf Lima Lima, which is Heathrow tonight. And we are Speedbird 185. We're always 185 on this channel, that's how you know where we are. And it's runway 04 that we're departing from. Hope you're doing well, Frantic. Got any questions, mate, as we go along? Do ask. So, departure arrivals. Let's have a look at our flight plan. So, we're going on the Airbus 8 November, which is this top one here. Let's execute that. And then coming into Heathrow, we're expecting runway 9 left. And it's a Logan 2 hotel, which will be on the next page here. Execute that. Perfect. In terms of the actual route itself, so again, there's not support for integrating SimBrief yet, so let's get our route typed in. So we've already got to Arbos, which is here. Then it's UL47. And then we're going to Ixalu. Excuse my pronunciation of some of these things. Ixalu. Then UN 853, which is dropped in there. Then Iberia, but not like the airline. And then we've got November 853. And to the aptly named Dick, which I'm pretty sure we flew over when we were flying last night in the 747. Got a bit of time off work at the moment, so it's quite nice to stream and get up to speed with things. All things mod. Also went flying today, which was great. Had a good time. Did some circuits to get myself refreshed, so we were, or I was, doing laps of the aerodrome today. What have I just put in there? M624 bub. Oh, done again, hold on. Bub is L608. Too many bubs. Go in there. Please let me do that. There we go. hold on, and then Logan. And then what we'll do is we'll cancel out that final one, which was here. Yeah, cool. So, legs. We'll go through the flight plan in a second, but we want to bring this Logan to be this Logan. And then we'll execute that. Perfect. Oh, hello. Let's go back here. Zero fuel weight we've already done up here. We've got how much on board? 20,000 tons. We're recommending 14,000. I mean, I've only put up a little bit just because it means we might not take off as quickly. Otherwise it gets a bit boring on these short hauls, and I don't have time to do long hauls, unfortunately. So we're stuck with that. We've got about 6 for our contingencies on reserves. Cruising altitude today, we're going up to 38,000 feet. And we're hoping that the VNAV will behave itself. Cost index is 122. Perfect. Execute that. Cruise center of gravity there. We'll do 65. We'll derate by 10%. Takeoff flaps 10. Center of gravity is what it is, and that's our V speeds all set up. So let's get rid of that. So 146 is down here. So let's get that in here. Hope everyone's doing alright. If this is your first time joining us, super welcome. If you're watching back the replay, do let us know. Give us a little like. And join us live next time. Always here to answer questions. Part of why I do this is because I've streamed for a while, and well, not for a while actually, but I've flown for a while in sim world and in the real world, but just general aviation. And hopefully it helps if you've got any questions that you guys have. So let's have a little look at our departure route that we're expecting. We'll call for clearance in a bit. So we got basically straight off the nose on 044, and then we move and it takes vectors coming off the SPR. So you've got the intercept track of 014 here, which is 014. This is, oh sorry, actually 014 here. And then we're going up to Legville, and we can see what that looks like on here. If we go to plan, which someone helpfully told me how to do this, we'll zoom out a little bit. So you can see, interestingly, it doesn't really have the dog leg here that you'd expect from Geneva, so we're going to go straight out, and in essence it's going to go straight and then take a left turn. Not technically right, but I don't think air traffic control will tell us off for it. Perfect. And then if we step through all the way up through Northern Europe, we get towards our top of descent into Logan, Lambourne, and then we'll expect vectors if there is air traffic control. If there's not, we'll do it ourselves. So yeah, it should be a fun little flight, probably about an hour and a bit. And yeah, really happy you guys can come along with us. It's really good fun. What's that one there? I do that. Oh, that's cool. What that one? Let's see a checklist, please. Okay, don't do that. There we go. Checklist. So emergency lights we've done. Nav. Logo. Come on. Strobe we'll put on as well, just while we're up there. Flight directors. Turn them on. Auto throttle. On there. Seat belts. We'll just check. There's the bing bong. Let's see what's happening outside. Thank goodness it's a bit quieter. The EasyJet is shut down now, which is nice. And we'll need our airport here at some point. Parking stands. I said we're on stand 4 at the moment, just here. Probably go inner taxiway all the way down to the holding point for runway 04, but we'll do that in a second once we've got everyone on board. We do have an ATIS 13575, so 1 second. is it? 135.575, 135.575. Let's flip flop.
Must approach runway 04. Transition level 80. Wind 030 degrees 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. View at 4,500 feet. Scattered at 5,700 feet. Temperature 2.5. QNH 1019. Nozig. Geneva Information Alpha.
Cool.
This is Geneva Information Alpha at 1820. ILS approach runway 04. Transition level 80. Wind 030 degrees 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds. View at 4,500 feet. Scattered at 5,700 feet. Temperature.
Alright, we've heard them. So we've got tower on and ground. So let's put that. That's tower 118.7 and we're now on ground frequency. So, from the ATIS, what do we get? QNH was 1019. Oh, that's... That's 1019. Wing rates are tanking here, but hopefully that's all good. 1019, transition level is 80, so we can use that when we go to nav. Let's have a little look down here. So transition level 8000. Perfect. And that's probably what we need at the moment. Obviously a lot of people coming on this plane. It's a big old beast. We'll do our minimums when we get up in the air, but we do have the seatbelt signs on, so we can move on. Before start, transponder panel will sit once we call up, but we will ask for our clearance now. Geneva ground, very good evening, Speedbird 185 with you, stand for. We've got Alpha, QNH 1019, request clearance is filed to London Heathrow.
Speedbird 185, Geneva apron, good evening, information Alpha is correct. Runway 04, you are cleared to... you're cleared to London Heathrow via the Airboss 8 November departure, initial climb flight level 90, squawk 6730.
Okay, cleared to London Heathrow, runway 04, Airboss 8 November departure, initially flight level 90 and squawk 6730, Speedbird 185.
Speedbird 185, feedback is correct, report and ready for push and start.
Ooh, that was easy. So, what do we get all there? Quite a lot of information, so always have a pen and paper ready. Let's get into the menu. Transponder, so it was 6730, 6730. Put that in. I'm going to put it to TARA now. You can kind of do that as you get towards the runway, but I'm not super worried about that. That should be 9000, which is what is initial clearance, and we're going out of runway 04. Sorry. Yeah, 040. Super. And we have loaded everyone up, which is good. Cool. And we can confirm it's the Airbus 8 November departure, which is what we just briefed ourselves on. So, all good from that perspective. Is there anything else I should be doing? Transponder set, takeoff speeds are set, takeoff trim. There's always something, isn't there? Let's get down here. And at ref, where are you? Trim 4. You can see up here the trim, so if we start to move this up, we'll go right the way to 4. Now, last time I took off in this airplane it tried to kill me, so let's try and not do that again. In fact, it did kill me. We crashed. I've never really crashed on a stream before, so it was interesting. A few airplanes. loading up now. God, it's just noisy, isn't it? Alright. Very good. So I think we have everything ready that we need to do. We can get our GSX chappies to get ready to prepare us for pushback and departure. Put the beacon on.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So are we.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And Speedbird 185 is ready for push and start.
Speedbird 185, push and start is approved, facing southwest, QNH 1019.
Push and start approved, facing southwest, QNH 1019 or Speedbird 185.
Locking gear.
So southwest in this direction here. So we want basically our nose to face over to the right hand side. So our face right. That's what we want to do.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
So we'll start the engines up. Our frames are not loving life at the moment, but let's get rid of that. It might be a bit better once we get up in the air, but we'll see. Actually, we can do a dual start here. The benefit of the 787, so you don't have to wait for both, or one at a time. That's cool. Let's put us right on the line, which is good. Okay, we don't need to push that far. Crumbs.
Please set parking brakes.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Alright, Vatsim. So, flaps are in, with arm, LNAV and RNAV. Auto throttle will kick in when it needs to. We need to turn off the APU. We need to get some taxi lights on for when we're ready.
Hotel Bravo, India November Alpha, Geneva April, hello. For flights to Zurich, you need to be on an even flight level. Can I offer you flight level 140 or 160 instead?
160.
Hotel November Alpha, that's cockpit, so your flight plan is amended to flight level 160. Information Alpha is correct. Runway 04, you are cleared Zurich via the Mall for November departure. Initial climb flight level 90, squawk 1000.
Cleared to the catch for runway 04, Molus for November departure, climb initially flight
That's what
level
you
90,
said.
squawk 1000, top November Alpha.
Of the November Alpha report is correct. Report and ready for push. Correction, do you need push and start?
Hotel November Alpha, we would prefer to turn out of the position and request the startup.
So the November Alpha startup is approved. QNH 1019.
QNH 1019 startup approved, Hotel November Alpha. Ground, good day, up and forward to Mike Golf, gate runway 04.
Alpine 4 to Mike Golf, Geneva Apron, hello, taxi stand 10 via link 4 and inner.
Link 4, inner stand 10, Alpine 4 to Mike.
Speedbird 185 is ready for taxi.
Speedbird 185, taxi holding point runway 04 via inner link 1 and outer.
Taxi holding point, runway 04 via inner, link 1 and outer, Speedbird 185. So literally, down here, inner, there's link 1, there's outer, so should be too tricky, he says. Parking brake comes off, and we're off.
Speedbird 75, Geneva Apron, hello. Information Alpha correct. Runway 04, you are clear to London Gatwick via the 07 November departure. Initial climb flight level 90, squawk 6733.
Clear to Gatwick via the 07 November departure. Initial climb flight level 90, squawk 6733.
Yeah, frame rate has dived, but
75, repack is correct. Report and ready.
That's all good.
Push and start.
part of the beta, and maybe just everyone's trying to get online and use it, right? And the bandwidth is down, so let's see. If not, if it doesn't improve after we take off, we will play around with our settings a little bit. So, this is link 1. And then we're heading down to the left here. So yeah, let's hope it doesn't kill us this time. It should be fine. They've updated the mod a lot.
With 185, you can contact Geneva Tower 118.7. Have a good flight. Bye bye.
Oh, it's Tower 118.7. Thanks for your help. Speedbird 185. Lovely. 118.7 is not here at all because we need to go here, but there we go. We already had it in there. And that's the frame starting to ease up, which is good. I don't think there's anyone online after Geneva Tower, which is fine. Geneva Tower, very good evening. Speedbird 185 with you is taxiing to the hold, runway 04.
Speedbird 185, Geneva Tower, good evening, continue taxi line up runway 04.
Continue taxi and line up runway 04, Speedbird 185. Cool. A little bit worried about getting into Heathrow with this, if the frames are chopping and changing, but should be fine. So we got Toga armed, ready to go. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're watching this on catch up, hello. So we've got clearance line up.
Speedbird 185, wind 030 degrees 9 knots, runway 04, clear to takeoff.
Clear for takeoff runway 04, Speedbird 185. Alright, let's get out of here, gang. Toga engaged. That's V1. Let's rotate. And try not to die this time. Oh. Nice, we're up. Ooh, we're up pretty quickly. Very nice. Find the flight director.
Got 185, no further ATC, monitor Unicom 122.8, and have a good night, bye-bye.
122.8, thanks for your help, Speedball 185. So we'll engage autopilot now.
Shiva Tower, good start radio, Delta Bravo, and you're FM Bravo, first ready when reach.
And we're over to 122.80. Close to something like that. 122.
Clear taxi line up runway 04, Hotel Bravo, and you're FM Bravo.
And that's so we're on to Unicom. So we've got initial clearance up to 9,000. It's nice. 787 looks awesome. And the gears up, flaps are up. Now we don't need anti-ice. And we can climb up all the way to our cruising altitude, which tonight, he says, trying to remember it, is 38,000 feet. Cool. What's it? Standard. That looks very nice. So yeah, see that as we get at 10,000 feet, nose will lower. That's to increase the speed. Someone passing over the top of us. We'll get rid of our get rid of runway lights, taxi lights going off, and we're going to put the landing lights on because who needs those? Nice evening. So yeah, Beta so far performing okay. See what it's like as we get nearer to Heathrow. Seatbelt sign can come off too. Release everyone to get their gin and tonics and whatever they need to do. I see we're just following the departure here. Get rid of that. That might have slowed us down, yeah. There we go. Frames are much better when you get rid of that stick. Stick, yoke. Come on. So yeah, this is behaving better than last time, which is great. I think on here we can also get terrain if we want it. This menu we can get data, shows the constraints. Perfect. So it should be too long a flight up towards Heathrow today. See if the VNAV kicks in. Or did send. They've also put in some absolutely necessary things here. Where are we? Oh, systems. Now if I come here, so you can change the aircon, which is great, and that does work if you change it. But more importantly, the lav is vacant, guys. Important. Some of these don't work, but some of them still do. Hydraulics work, fuel, electricity, some stats. Got landing gear pressure, doors closed, more pressure at the back. But yeah, so 24, and I can go up here and decide to actually quite like to free some of the cabins. We can bring it right down here, and then if we go back down, see the magenta numbers are the ones that it's going to aim for. So in the flight deck we're still cozy, but in the back we're just going to chill everyone out a little bit more. I'm sure in the real Boeing you can probably individually control these. We're not there yet on this route. Wow. Also have the HUD. You sort of have to sit in the right position for the HUD. So you can move yourself around it. Pretty cool. So we sort of do a bit of a boomerang across Europe. And get ourselves ready for Heathrow. In a bit. Still a bit to do before we get there. So we're just climbing out here. Airplane is looking pretty stunning. Frames seem to have caught up, which is good. Look at that airplane though. So this is the default 787, just with new updates to the avionics. And it looks pretty good. And it's behaving pretty well as well. We'll see. As we get towards Heathrow, it can all change, right? But for the moment, it is doing alright. So, still climbing up to our cruise altitude of 38,000 feet. No air traffic control at the moment, so we're on Unicom. yeah, everything is behaving itself, which is great. All quiet in the back. Just check we haven't left everything on here. I think you can play around with the dome light to brighten things up. That overhead panel, I think, dims some of the lights that we need to. Yeah, it's cool. Might need a little bit of the glare shield up, just because it's getting a bit darker outside. So yeah, I went flying today, which was great. Got myself back current, and looking forward to doing some flying over the summer. It's really good fun. Had a great time. So a good idea, which I'm always lazy about, is to keep your heading lined up with the magenta line. Just if air traffic control came on and we're like, look, need to move you on a different heading, you're already lined up, and they're not going to divert you massively, rather than you having to scroll through all the headings, like 200 degrees worth, while you're working out where he wants or she wants you to go. Sexist on me. So just leveling off at our cruise. Nicely done. Not by me, by the mod. Get this set up for our approach ref. Why not? Progress. It's like about 6 minutes past 9 local time, 6 minutes past 8 Zulu time. So a little under 50 minutes to go or so. I just want to check with our legs. So let's just compare this, because there have been some comments that this might not work super well, but let's see. So, Logan, flight level 250, so we start our descent. 250 matches up. Sabre 16,000 matches up, which is good. Whistle 250 knots. And then Lamborn 220, yeah, it does match up. Cool. It's all good. One thing we'll just look out as well is, we don't have it here, but we'll need the landing chart, approach fix. Definitely not for Geneva, but for Heathrow. Charts, approach. We'll put that in there and hide that. Still 9 left. That should auto-populate when we get nearer, but She might get a bit bored of the outside of the airplane, but inside very nice place to be. Oh, an alien, hello. Welcome, welcome. I can see now chilled everyone out at the back. So yeah, the new Avionics performing really well so far. We're about to start our turn to the north and make our way towards the south coast of England. So Alien, what they've done is working title have got their hands on the sim, and things like the default 787 or the 747, the avionics have been updated, VNAV, all that sort of stuff works pretty well now. There was an initial beta version and they released something again today, so we're just testing it out, but what we're hoping for is that it follows the constraints coming into Heathrow. We can maintain speed and just a bit of control so that people can fly this on the Vatsim network and not worry about things going not just wrong, but catastrophically wrong is probably the point to make. You want to be able to be confident when using these aircraft, especially if flying into big events, or if air traffic control give you different routings, a little bit out the norm. You need to be able to adapt, and at the moment, for being part of the deluxe version, it's pretty good so far. And the sim's looking pretty awesome as well. So yeah, it's really good, Alien. If you haven't tried it or you're not in the beta, I'd encourage you to. Just be careful. Can muck up some people's computers. Yeah, I definitely do. Have you got the deluxe version, Alien? Because if you do, you can absolutely download it. Okay. Would you fly? Airbus? It's also weird is that I can't see it at night. It's definitely a weird reflection here of some chat, but yeah. The 320. Nice aircraft. I've done a few fly-by-wire 320 Neos. They're nice aircraft. Some of the systems are a bit more complex than the Boeing, but once you get your head around the autopilot things, it's a nice place to be again. Really like them. As is this cockpit. Pretty fancy. Look at that stitching. Ah. Nice evening outside. I'm pretty sure the reason the frames are dipping is that everyone's probably updating the beta and trying to fly it all at the same time, but let's see how we get on. Heathrow will probably be a bit of a killer, but you know, it's what the Sims 4 is for trying things. So we're just skirting pretty much over the top of Luxembourg soon, which will be, I imagine, yeah, this is part of the approach into Luxembourg. You start from Rimba and then come down, so we're flying the opposite way tonight. Took the 747 into there a couple of days ago. Again, it's had an update, so it's probably flying a lot better than when we took it in. See what else is in here. So it does hold, which is good. A couple of comms. Yeah, it's all the performance. Got VNAV, and this tells us what we're going to do. Yeah, it's got the constraints in here, which is cool. Runway 09 left. Yeah. This is great. I don't get does fix it on, and then the iOS and the GOS, we're not quite there yet. Yeah, so it looks like just after the hour we'll be landing into Heathrow, which is great. There's another aircraft. Give him a wave. We do have TCAS on, so interestingly not coming up on the scope, but I've definitely seen them come up before, so it does work. Ah, nice one, Tato. if I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Thato? I'm going to go with Thato. Glad to hear it, mate. Yeah, it was an interesting one. That's had an upgrade, that airplane, so I'm hoping that we can take it out over the weekend, see what else we can get out of it. But yeah, it's really good fun. Thank you and welcome to the channel. We're just in the cruise at the moment, so it's quite a quiet time, but it's nice to get some great views out the front of the 787 here. Heading right towards the sun as it sets, and we get towards Heathrow. Hopefully you guys have had good days. Almost the weekend. I was saying earlier I was flying today, so had some good times up in the Piper Warrior. Did a lot of touch and goes, just practicing a few things, and hopefully go flying over the weekend in that as well, and taking some of the good weather here. So it doesn't look like there's air traffic control in London at the moment, but that may change. If not, we'll vector ourselves in as much as we need to. It's pretty busy over in the eastern side of Europe tonight. Got a lot of Vatsim Germany on, but I don't really want to fly there in this. Just if it was a big event and we come careering in this new airplane, that could be a bit too exciting, I think. So you can see the top of descent is coming. It's over here, still a wee bit away. But that's when the mod will really start to show its worth, and if it can handle what we want it to do. And well, I'm just flicking that switch. Why don't we set our minimums as well? Cat 3, decision height 50, radio altitude 100, or decision, let's do 179. That's a bit keen on me. 1 second. looking for? Yeah, 179. There we go. And we can also get the weather in Heathrow. Just using vPilot to grab that. So there's no cloud, 16 degrees, and QNH is 1027. Nice one. Cool. And in terms of when we get nearer the descent, so we've kind of talked this through already, but let's remind ourselves. So when we get to legs, coming in on the Logan 2 hotel arrival, so next page. Ah, Fly Guy. Oh mate, you got spam for some reason. What happened to you? We are in the air, Fly Guy, and it's mainly because you weren't here for it. Sorry you got timed out by the Nightbot. It's clearly overzealous, but you should be able to come back now. Yeah mate, missile takeoff. Nothing happened, we didn't die, it was great. Just briefing our approach, we got flight level 250. And then we got 16,000 at Sabre. Speed restriction at Wessel, 250 knots. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Did you do exclamation marks? I've only used Nightbot for a wee while, so apologies. Might be overzealous. And then yeah, we got 7,000 at 220 knots. How's your day, Fly Guy? Hopefully you're looking forward to the weekend. I was flying today, which was great. Lovely day for it. Took a day off work and just went pootling around. I wonder if I can turn off Nightbot's spam. Spam protection, here we go. Don't do that. Exit symbols, disable. Yeah, Fly Guy, when we get close to landing, if you could just exit the chat, that'd be great. Otherwise, who knows what's going to happen. Alright, I turned off some of the Nightbot things, so if you want to use your exclamation marks, you can go nuts. Caps locks and symbols are all good now. Oh, trying to be a streamer, right? It's a difficult life. Anyway, beautiful sunset. See what the frames do when we get closer to the ground. It was pretty choppy when we came out of Geneva, and it's not really been like that before, so yeah. Ah, nice one, Fly Guy. Hopefully it's been a productive day. You've got like either a glass of wine, a beer or something to keep you relaxed and watch this approach. But yeah, this is the new update. So they released an update. Clearly saw our last failed effort and thought we need as much help as we can. And so this is a new Avionics update, and it's so far behaving itself. And the sim is looking pretty awesome too. The big thing is, as we get closer to the ground, naturally, things get a bit more exciting, but we'll see. Passengers in the back getting absolutely blinded by a strobe light. Good design 787 or Asobo. I think we'll be okay for, yeah. Let's see. Arrival runway still 09 left, yeah. Yeah, cool. So there's ground online at Heathrow, but otherwise it's us. It's just bug fixes, but there's also new features in here. And by new features, Fly Guy, strap yourself in for this, mate. But what it does is it's got the temperatures here, and we can change the temperature in the cabin. Don't say I'm not good to you. So the 22 is what the temperature is now, and the magenta is what it will be if we go up here. And let's just say there's a few unruly people in the back. Let's chill them out a little bit. Come down to the front here. Come over to our aeroplane, and you can see the magenta has now come down to 21 degrees. I'll teach them a lesson. It's the big tick items. More importantly though, they fixed the bit that meant that the trim doesn't run away on takeoff and you stall and then spiral into the ground. I would say that's a close second to the temperature changes, but you know, each to their own. It's the little things, isn't it, Fly Guy? But yeah, so far so good. Let's hope when we get close to our top of descent, everything behaves itself and it respects the constraints. But beautiful evening. So, starting our turn towards Blighty. I'm Scottish, I shouldn't even talk like that, but yeah. We're coming to the top of Brussels. Yeah, exactly, Fly Guy. If we turn the temperature down, so they're going to buy more coffee, aren't they? Yeah, good for the economics. Crashing, not good for the economics. Anyway, we should be taking this more seriously, but yeah. Showing off Asobo's update. Alien, if you see the last video we did in this 787, that's exactly what we did. And we're on Vatsim, which was interesting. Yeah, hopefully it's alright, Fly Guy. Like, just need to make sure we respect sort of the speed constraints. It's quite nice, like there's big events on in Germany at the moment, but it's probably not the time to test this in a raw environment, but otherwise we don't want to fly into a full-on Vatsim event, well, let's put it that way, but otherwise I think we're good. Simulator still looks awesome. Got X-Plane 12. I haven't really touched it in a bit. I'm still waiting for it to sort of catch up. It's still great. Like, did a lot of flying on X-Plane, but visually it's not quite up there with Flight Sim at the moment. And the way they're developing their airplanes here, it's difficult. But got a lot of respect for the guys at X-Plane as well. Enjoy their simulator a lot. So not knocking it, but clearly Microsoft have invested a lot of money in this. And I think the team up with the working title guys to do this is pretty smart. You can get the looks of the airplane right and the functionality in a good place, then people will start to buy and upgrade to the deluxe version. Yeah, we're on Vatsim at the moment, Fly Guy. It's just it's quiet. Like I deliberately chose quiet airports. He says flying into London Heathrow. But it's a quiet night at Heathrow. Everyone's flying over in Germany and into Helsinki. Saying that, boy, just as we get near our top of descent, we'll get air traffic control, start getting vectored, holding. Be fine. We're pros, right? The scary thing is everyone's trying to self-vector themselves into London Heathrow as well. Yeah, no, I get that on X-Plane. It's an interesting one. I still keep it, still update it. They've got like the A330 in there. They've got the Asobo mod. It's great. Like it was really good. The problem is, I think you have to just add everything into it, and got to get all this sort of. I haven't used ortho scenery. It's almost like you have to be a bit of a programmer. Yeah, yeah. I mean, brave's one word. Stupid, maybe, but we'll see. We can always disconnect, right? That's always my secret. When in doubt, disconnect. But for the moment, we're going all right. So, just coming up to the coastline here. If my geography skills serve me correctly. We just passed over Brussels, so just coming off the coast of Belgium. You see that top of descent is looming, so what we'll do just in preparation, let's see what we go. We'll go down to 7,000 basically, down to Lambourne. So we'll dial it right down to 7,000 and see what happens. Yeah, I think you're right, Fly Guy. I think they kind of got it right. Like, I know the big thing for X-Plane was flight dynamics, and it's good, but fortunately people like to look out the window as well. I don't think the flight dynamics in Flight Simulator are that bad. I don't think people notice, to be honest. For the maybe the die-hard simulators they do, but for the layman's around, it's yeah, it works really well. Where are we in our checklist? Descent, auto brake. I mean, we're pretty light, so we'll do 1 for auto brake when we start descending. We don't need anti-ice, and we've already set the altimeter. Super. What's pretty cool as well is if you select data in this menu, you can see the constraints coming up for Logan at flight level 250, so you don't have to refer to the charts, although it's always good to cross-reference so that it's not you don't get any errors. Yeah, like flying in the real world, and certainly I was saying earlier, like I was up today, like the sort of inertia and the feel you get is very different to doing it in the simulator. Like the weather plays a big part, friction, trimming, and yeah, you're never going to get that totally in the simulator, but this is a it does what it needs to do, right? And that's what people want. That's what they spend their money on. Alright, so we're now getting to the busy end of the flight. Top of descent coming up. Expecting to hit Logan flight level 250. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what happens. Strap yourselves in. Have your drinks ready. This could be exciting. I don't know what you guys think either. Like, I've never streamed on Twitch, mainly because I've never watched anyone on Twitch, but I started to have a little look at things, and YouTube's good, but I don't know if the audience or what it's like on Twitch. But building a nice little community here in the SimScott 185 community. Never thought I'd say that, but we're up to 34 subscribers. People seem to be finding the channel, which is good. I don't want it to grow too big, don't have time. But as long as you guys are enjoying what we do, that's awesome. Get a big kick out of it. Fly Guy, you got a refund. Come on now. Don't be like that. Thanks, Fly Guy. Means a lot, mate. We'll keep going with it. Sometimes get a bit busy, but we always come back, and yeah, hopefully either people enjoy it, people learn from it, Vatsim can be massively daunting at times, and I think, I mean, I started years ago on it, but definitely remember sort of hovering the finger over the push to talk button and not really sure what to say to people, and then you get into it. Same in real life, right? First time you speak to air traffic control, you're like, they're gonna think I don't know what I'm doing, and sometimes they catch you out, and sometimes they have a bit of a laugh with you. But most of the time, people are pretty understanding, right? You've got to try these things. I kind of find Flight Simulator a bit one-dimensional if you're not flying on Vatsim. It's not to say there's anything wrong with that, but all right, beautiful sunset as we come into Heathrow. Let's have a little look. So, coming into Heathrow, ooh, there's a few of us, but we have a little gap. There is a speedbird coming in behind us, but we'll figure that out. That's for the future. For now, all I'm worried about is this top of descent. Nah, they're not on actually, Fly Guy. They were on earlier. The only people we really have on is ground at Heathrow, which I always find a bit weird. I get it if you're taking off, but when you land, you sort of have to do everything yourself. Then you turn off, and then they're like, "Yeah, now contact us and we'll park you." I'm like, "All right, fair enough." Makes sense, right? If you're leaving it, and again, if you're new to Vatsim and you just want to practice somewhere where there's just ground on, it's really good. Oh, hello. Oh, something's happening in the 787. Oh, we're not shooting down. Look at that. It's actually doing it in a controlled manner. Stop it. That's pretty cool. Now, let's see if it respects all the constraints. So it's trying to get to flight level 250 at Logan, which is what the constraint is. Ugh, this is exciting. If this works, I will be amazed. But it's kind of trying to, so you can see the green banana, and that's at 7,000 feet, because that's what I've set here. And it's sort of getting there, because that's Lambo in there. My guy, you need to put 10 pence in the meter so we get more fuel to put in them. No, it's meant to do that. So far, so good. There's the coast of England coming up. I've got a feeling as we come into London, our frame rate will dive, but bear with. It's just because there's a lot of people online at the moment. I say that, my PC is rubbish as well, but trying to stream on it and do this at the same time is it's a challenge, but it works alright. So, first test. Logan at 25,000 feet. Who needs to look outside when we can just look at instruments? So this needs to equal 25,000 when it gets over this. Also got the profile here with the magenta diamond. One thing I'll just check. Yeah, so the iOS has populated now. And if we have a little look, it's showing 110.3, which is 110.3, and the core CO89. CO89, you guys might not be able to see that, just because it's getting a bit dull in here, but we'll adjust lights. Oh, it looks like it's gonna make it. Well, still I'll lose 5,000 feet pretty quickly, but yeah, no, it is. Nice. I shouldn't sound so shocked, but yeah, we look alright so far. Yeah, this is doing very nicely. Scarily nicely. Oh, look, even TCAS is working. Something over there. We should just pop our heads up and just check that it's not going to crash into us. Yeah, it's further away. It's climbing out. Don't think we've got a view of it though. Ugh, I mean, yeah, it is Fly Guy. Good thing with the Boeings, which if you're a 320 person, I don't think it does this, but this little green arc is amazing in terms of, because even if you don't have VNAV, you can then use vertical speed and it adjusts itself. And I've always found that really good. What it is doing is it's descending pretty quickly, but it might be because it knows it's going to have to slow down at some point and this will push out. But you can see the profile. So it's trying to get to now Sabre, it says VNAV, at 16,000 feet. Okay, this is good. Not really sure why it's flashing yellow here, but let's see. Alien, it definitely has. That's a good question. So we are in TAA. We're in Traffic Advisory and Risk Advisory. I think that's what it stands for. It's like resolution, isn't it? So it tells you what to do. Ooh, hello, there's someone over there. Might get your wish, alien. Okie dokie. Well, this is all going swimmingly well. It's a wind farm down there in the red. It's a bit too close. Right, what's happening? So, oh yeah, look, 7,000. 7,000. Okay, okay. So the next thing is, will it slow down to 250 knots? Because it needs to slow down to 250 when we pass through 10,000 feet. If it does that, we may as well just pop the champagne. And what we're going to do, in a very untechnical manner, is you'll see that there is a discontinuity between Lambourne and the actual runway approach. We'll just self-vector ourselves down there. So let's get the old heading select ready. Sounds like winding up an old clock, but yeah. Alright, well, it's probably that time that you guys need to sit down. Just because who knows what's going to happen. How are we getting on then? Yeah, this is doing pretty well. Cool. I like it. There we go. That's 16,000 and we're pretty much going to be on the money. We've still got 2 miles to go. The reason it's gone yellow in the standard is my fault, I think, because I don't think I have put in the transition level, but that's alright. that's the only thing that's going to happen this flight, I will be happy. Look at this weather. There's Thames. I'm pretty sure Southend Airport is down there somewhere. Because there's a pier. Maybe not. I've flown into Southend in my little flying... Oh, there we go. So that's Southend Airport. I've flown into there in my little PA-28. It's pretty cool. Used to be really busy with EasyJets, and now it's got really quiet. So they do some quite good deals over winter to keep their air traffic controllers busy. You can sort of do as many touch and goes for a fixed price, and as long as you don't land in full stop, they're pretty happy to see you, and they're really professional. So all good. Right, this is all going a bit too well. What we just need is someone to come plowing into the back of us at some point. There is someone coming in from Amsterdam in a very modern A320 who's doing about 100 knots more than me, so, and he's not far behind. All you fans who are looking on Vatsim will be able to see that. It is hurtling in. Alright, cool. So we're going to level off at 7,000. Let's see if we get the constraint. It should do it, because it's got 240 at 10,000 feet. Oh, hello. Bit of throttling back there. Oh yeah, if you're on Instagram, guys, give us a follow. Always post about the flights there, and you'll be aware hours before they start. But if you're subscribed, you'll get alerts too. Super. This has been super. Oh no, who wants to talk to me? Oh no. Oh, it's a guy from there. Yeah. Oh, look at that! It's reducing speed. Sorry, that dot was the guy behind me, and 2 Alpha Mike. Unable to maintain descent speed. Extend speed brakes. Oh, I don't really want to do that, but we could try it. Why not? Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay, well that's probably enough speed brakes. Cool. That worked really well. So this is Lamborn. What we'll do is just go into heading select mode. Chat behind is, he knows what's going on. Oh, there's someone out the window. Hello. That might be Biggin Hill over there. Okay. Okay. Let's put on our landing lights and things so that people know to expect us. Is it still just ground they're online? It is, isn't it? What are they? 121.9. Let's get them plugged in nice and early just in case. 121.9. Lovely. Super! Right, let's just play around with this now. So, let's do speed intervention. Auto throttles on, vertical navigation. I kind of don't need any more. Oh no, we do, sorry. We're not at 7,000 feet yet. See, it's easily done. It's not that easy, this, guys. Not that easy. But what we can do, actually, is do that and do flight level change. And it should maintain this. We'll also switch to local QNH. Nice. Okay, cool. Still got this guy behind me. He's still hurtling in pretty quickly. He's really high. So, let's see what happens. At the moment, it looks like we're both going to land at the same time, which is always, you know, what you want. Anyway, this is London, everyone. Welcome. Watch as my frame rates tank, but that's the city. That's seemingly a runway for London City. Kind of blurred, but you know, it's all good. Cool. This has been really positive so far. So now we get down to the business end of what we're doing. So we can see we're setting ourselves up just for a downwind leg. So we're going to go down here. We'll loop around to the left and then come on to the localizer. See, the localizer is actually already active. That's because it's picking up the localizer this way rather than the one opposite it. Don't get caught out by that. It's pretty embarrassing. We can actually see Heathrow, which is not there. That is, pretty sure it's RAF Northolt, where all the royal family fly out of, but Heathrow is over here.
Stage transfer to Lufthansa 935 with the entering runway 09 for the back runway 9.
And now we will just self-vector ourselves. Who needs air traffic control, right? Let's crank up the speed a bit. Because I've got a feeling our Airbus chum, if we turn around... There he is! Right up there. It's pretty high. So we'll floor it and try and give him a bit of space. What I don't want to do is just rush things for the sake of it though, because that will mean we go around. Anyway, done auto brake. Antis and altimeter is good. Landing lights are on. Everyone's strapped in. We can arm speed brake. Ooh, hello. There we go. And we won't do landing brake. Landing gear or flaps just yet. So yeah. So he is slowed down, which is good, and boy, creating a bit of a gap for us. Perfect. What I haven't got yet is my, we need some parking charts, otherwise we're going to get off the runway and not have a Scooby-Doo where to go. Parking stands. There we go. Let's have a look. Cool. Okay, so we need to descend. It's quite a steep descent, but actually, it's alright. So we're now parallel with Heathrow. That's someone taking off. And our runway is here. It's kind of what you do when you're coming in, when you fly in general aviation. Cheeky little downwind. Rattle the King's windows. Yeah, it's nice actually. Oh. Ooh. Cool. So we'll get down to 3,000 feet and then we'll just slam on the brakes a little bit. There we go. So bring the speed back to 200 knots. Actually, probably 180 is better. And then we'll start our turn for final. So you can see here how close we are. We're about 10 miles out. Probably when we get to about 11 or 12, we'll start our turn. So let's start our base leg. We'll angle out a little bit just to give us a bit of space. Gee, our frames are holding up well here compared with Geneva that for some reason absolutely tanked us. Let's just get a little bit of darkness just because it's getting a little bit dark in the sim. Cool. Wouldn't get any sleep if it was like this inside the airplane, would you? What have you touched, Fly Guy? That's the question. What button did you press? Cool. So you can see the runway over here. So we're on our base leg now. Don't want to turn too early, and the reason for that is that you can always see the magenta diamond is solid, so we are getting close to intercepting, but now we can do this. Why are we stalling? Don't stall.
Diesel traffic. Is that 2 Alpha Mike, the number 2 is equal for 910 on the land launch position for the ANS 910.
That's interesting. Anyway, we've armed the localizer. Let's not stall again. Woof. Hey, Mr. Turtle. Just missed us almost crash. That's my fault. Cool. Slow it down a bit. Ah, sorry to hear that, Mr. Turtle, but that's alright. Do catch us when you can. Oh, almost missed arming the approach. So we just armed 160. Get the flaps in. It was going a bit too slow and had a little stall, but that's alright. Nicely coming in. Put the gear down. Cool. That's just nicely established. Airplane doing what it needs to do. What we'll do is normally we'll wait to about 4 miles, which is here, and then we'll slow down to our approach speed. That just creates a bit of a gap behind us. Here we are, guys. Well, we got a lot further than we thought we were going to do last time.
Diesel traffic. Is that 2 Alpha Mike coming that for 910 with at 4 miles per hour?
So we've still got 6 miles to go. We'll just keep it coming. Mr. Turtle, I think people are bored and want to watch me, but yes, appreciate it. You're always here, Mr. Turtle, as is Fly Guy. Oh, Fly Guy. I don't know how to put butter, but you'll get to see the landing rate, and I'm not going to lie, it's probably going to be horrific, but we'll see. The good thing with landing on this runway is that we'll roll out and we'll be pretty much heading for Terminal 5, which is where we want to be. Oh, a few stutters, nice. Right, let's slow us down to 140 knots, which is our VREF speed. It's 139 actually. Yeah, Mr. Turtle, it's gone alright, I think. Let's say, I think people are bored. Anyway, let's not concentrate on that. Let's kill the auto throttle and kill the autopilot. God, there's a lot of noises, aren't there? So, we're just flying the iOS. What pickle roll? Probably quite a lot. A little bit off to the right, and a little bit high. What an auspicious start. Here goes nothing, Fly Guy. Here goes nothing. No refunds. We've made it. Even if we crash, you're at Heathrow. Where's the wind coming from? A bit from the right. Oh, it's looking good, chap, so far. It's dark, so you can't see the ground. You can't tell if we're going to absolutely kill ourselves here. Oh no, the lights are showing too much. Ooh. Why are we bouncing like that? Come on, that wasn't that bad. Anyway, welcome to Heathrow, everyone. You all need to go and see a chiropractor. Right.
Is the traffic 2 Alpha Mike there 910 miles per hour?
And we'll exit the next one just because of this person coming in. Ah, well, that was rough. But we're all good. Welcome to Heathrow, everyone. Oh no, is right. We are down. Imagine we were on Ryanair. That would be a good landing, right? Anyway, let's get off this runway so someone else can come and land. And Heathrow traffic. Speedboat 185 is cleared the runway, 09 left.
Thanks for putting it in.
Yeah, we'll work on the landings, lads, but otherwise, you know, it was alright. Basically what we're saying is the the mod works really well. My landing, not so good. Right, we'll clear the runway. Flaps are up. Here we are. Someone on final. It's nice. That was all quite exciting. I was too busy chatting to you guys, probably. Actually, I'm not going to blame that. It's a new mod. Doesn't matter. Is Heathrow ground on? Oh, they are, yeah. Right, let's get our taxi clearance. 121.9. Yeah. Oh, look, we did all right, guys. Like.
And ground speed limit 352. Correction, Terminal 5 Alpha and stand 512.
Roger. 352. Thank
Oh,
you.
bit of chat. We can turn off the landing lights, get the airplane cleared up. While we listen in. And then we'll give this guy a bit of call. Heathrow ground, very good evening. Speedboat 185 with you. Clear 09 left, holding Alpha 9 Whiskey.
185 Heathrow ground, good evening. Taxi second right Bravo, left Delta. Parking stand 567.
Right into Bravo, left onto Delta, and stand 567. Thanks, Speedboat 185. There, Bravo, second on the left, which is down here. Wow, that's so loud. My ears. It's got 567. Then we're going into Delta 567. Cool.
Do you require full length of the runway for your takeoff, or do you can you take it in section?
Negative. Can get in section.
American 58, Roger, taxi next left, hold November Bravo 8.
Roger that, next left, 843.
Ooh, that's so loud on my ears.
Good evening again, Super 988, stand 521, ready for pushback, and start up, we're expecting November Bravo 10, so we'd like to face the east.
November 988, correct, Seabird 988, sorry, good evening again.
567.
Question 521, start approved space seat.
Alright. Yeah, it looks really promising actually, Fly Guy.
That's it, 352, ready for push and start.
352, Roger, stand 512.
So we're basically puttling down here, guys, and left into Delta.
Approved, face out, 352.
Yeah, it's a really good mod, right? For being free, if you've paid for Deluxe, but it's worth paying for the Deluxe, I think, for it. I would really encourage people to try it. We'll try the 747, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe we'll have a go at it over the weekend. Ooh, my ears. But yeah, it was good. I think I'm used to landing the 737 and the 320, right? I'm gonna give you all the excuses. That doesn't need so much of a flare. This is a big airplane. You know what I'm saying, guys. Right, let's get the APU on. That's started. Let's not crash as we go down here. So we're going to stand 567, which is This is Echo that we're just going past here. Nice and dark. Don't want to go down there.
Evening ground, very good evening. You've got 2 off Mike, which is basic time for that.
Good Alpha Mike, very good evening.
Thanks, Fly Guy. Thanks. You can come back if you accept my excuses. You can always come back. Anyway, this looks like. Hold on. He says just chatting away and ignoring all the taxi signs. What does that taxi sign say? Delta.
Alpha 5-8.
So we're going to take this left. Lovely.
Good Alpha Mike, correct.
And then the parking stands, when we get into Delta, they're right the way down on the right hand side. I wonder if this is a remote stand. Oh, I imagine we're going to have to get a bus to get everyone off this aeroplane. There's so many people. Still. Here we are. Well, I consider that a success. I think what they've done with the Avionics update has been superb. Exactly. Time for a drink, I think, Fly Guy. Oh no, stop doing that. Oh, hold on. Oh, get all my triggers all mixed up. Right. So, I think 567 is this one here. It looks like there are people waiting for us, which is good.
Zebra ground Super 988 ready for taxi.
Here we go.
988 Roger taxi Yankee right Alpha, hold at 7 Bravo 10.
Cool.
Roger that, Alpha, Yankee Red Alpha, hold November Bravo 10, 988.
Here's our British Airways stairs. And I'm pretty sure, so we'll turn off our taxi light and strobes because I don't want to really blind the ground crew. That would not be cool. But you can see, look, they've got the lollipops that light up. Although, you need to hold them above your head, otherwise I can't see them. Oh, yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, does that tell me to slow down? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, a little bit to the left. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, we've not got quite enough momentum. Yep, you're going to get sore arms if you do that. Let's move up a bit. Nice. Parking brake comes on. Everyone, welcome to Heathrow. I think you're waving your arms because either we're on fire or you're happy with it. Yeah, we got parking brakes, they're on. Yeah, that's all good. We'll kill the engines. You're going to give us a little wave. Yeah, you're welcome. Well done.
Easy 4 for Foxtrot.
Nice.
Easy 4 for Foxtrot, radio check.
Deboarding requested.
Cool, guys. Well, look, thank you for sticking with me. Quite a long flight, but it's nice to try out the mod. We will end the stream here with a bit of deboarding. I'll disconnect from vPilot as well, so you guys actually don't get deafened. But yeah, really appreciate you coming along. Thanks, Mr. Turtle. Thanks, Fly Guy. I'm going to say Thato or Tato. Thato, we'll call you Thato. Really good. Really appreciate you guys coming along and spending some time with me tonight. We'll do it again soon. And I'll leave you with our deboarding at London's Heathrow. Have a great evening, guys. Cheers.
Passengers bus is coming. Passengers deboarding starting.